Hi guys, it's Ray Newland here, the founder of Just for Keepers. Welcome to the Ask Ray Newland video series. Now, if you're a goalkeeper, a goalkeeper coach, or a parent of a goalkeeper, and you've got a burning goalkeeping question you need answering, please drop me an email either below or maybe the contact us page, depending on where you come in, and I will answer your question via video. So not only do you benefit from the answer, but the whole community that comes through to Just for Keepers also gets the benefit as well. Okay, so this amazing question is being asked by Bernie from Florida. Again, I'm not going to mention the full name to protect the parent's name. And the question that he asked is how can I deal with egotistical coaches? Okay, now this question is directed at egotistical coaches at soccer clubs. Now, if your child is at a professional football club or professional academy, okay, I've actually done a video somewhere on the website that answers that question. So this is directed towards grassroots soccer clubs, if that makes sense. And the egotistical coach we speak about is that type of coach. No matter what you say to that coach, okay, they're never going to listen. They always know best, okay. And you see them, they're walking around with the sunglasses on, you know, they're strutting about with the flip-flops, okay. And you know, I'm talking about the egotistical coaches, okay, that they think the training session is all about them rather than the children, if that makes sense. Yeah. Now, like myself, who's been around the game since I was 8 years of age, a professional goalkeeper for 10 years, been running Just for Keepers for 20 years now. We absolutely all, coaches with my experiences, we just laugh at egotistical coaches. Honestly, to us, they're just funny. Now, I know as a parent and a child, they can be intimidated, but you've got to see what these guys are, you know, you've got to peel back the onion, if that makes sense. Now, before I explain how you deal with an egotistical coach, I always say to mums and dads is do a bit of homework on an egotistical coach, okay? Because what I've normally found is I've been building Just for Keepers now. It's in 30 plus countries. I've gone all over the world with my Just for Keepers business. So I see soccer clubs in the UK, in all over Europe, all over North America, in Asia. So I see them from all different countries and different cultures, etc. And now what I find is, the egotistical coaches, okay, they're the ones that really have done absolutely nothing in the game. They couldn't even kick a tangerine down a freeway, to be honest with you. They've got no ability whatsoever. So maybe that's why, I don't know, you know, as I said, I'm not saying that's in all cases, but the majority of cases, if you actually peel back the onion and you look at their experiences, these guys have done nothing, seriously, and maybe it's because they've done nothing, they feel as if they've got to prove something to the coaching. But what I found is the coaches that I meet who are semi-professional or coached in schools or even they've played internationally, these guys are the nicest people you'll ever want to meet. These guys are hugely successful, hugely experienced. They've got no ego whatsoever. So maybe because these guys have had success, maybe they don't have to prove anything. I don't know, that's just my theory anyway. And also it's important to note, I find more egotistical coaches in the US and Canada, in North America, than anywhere else in the world. Honestly, I've been all over the world, and listen, I'm not knocking North America because it's obviously the soccer there is amazing. Just for Keepers is all over the USA. I've got hundreds and hundreds of friends throughout the US, but there's more egotistical. I'm sorry to say this. There's more egotistical coaches in North America than what there is in any other country that I deal with, and I think that might be to do with, I don't know if it's, again, I'm only guessing here, if it's a culture, if it's a culture thing, because I know in, like, say, the UK and Europe, most soccer clubs are run on passion. Now, I'm not saying the North America's got passion, they 100% have, but when you go to like grassroots children's soccer clubs in Europe, the coaches, they do it voluntary. Very, very few. Honestly, I've dealt with thousands of soccer clubs all over the world, and maybe 1% outside of North America charge. Most it's done voluntary because it's a passion. Most of the coaches and most of the board of directors, you know, as soon as they could walk, they're kicking a soccer ball around. So it's their passion. They don't charge. Whereas in the US and like Canada, US, it's run more like a business. You know, some of these soccer clubs are making millions of dollars. You know, so maybe that's another reason why I see a difference. I don't know anyway. That's my theory. Anyway, so how does a parent deal with an egotistical coach? Okay, now one of the things I I've seen a thankfully over the last 5 years building Just for Keepers in the United States, I've seen a mindset change in the mums and dads, okay? Now, if you're a parent at a soccer club and you're watching this video, please share this with other parents at soccer. Even if they're not a parent of a goalkeeper, please share this. It's very, very important, because the mums and dads need to stand together. Honestly, they need to stop this nonsense of these egotistical coaches spoiling the fun for their child, okay? Now, normally when a parent will come to me and say, hey Ray, you know, listen, you know, the egotistical coach, and you know, they're bullying my son, you know, they're sidelining my son or my daughter, you know, they're knocking the confidence, you know, they don't want to go anymore because they just feel intimidated by this egotistical coach. And my answer is take your child out, go to another soccer club. Oh, and then all the excuses come out then. Well, it's the biggest soccer club in the state. You know, they won state championship last year. And I'm like, whoa, stop. Listen, it's a children's soccer club. It's a children's team. Come on, get over it. This is all this stereotype of, hey, it's the best soccer club in the state. Guys, that's nonsense, honestly. Listen, I know it's good to win things, etc. Okay, yeah, but that's complete nonsense. The most important thing you got to protect is your child's mindset, their self-belief, their self-confidence, their well-being, okay? You can't allow an egotistical coach, no matter how big you think a soccer club is, you can't allow an egotistical soccer coach to affect your child's mind, because what will happen is they'll take that into adulthood, seriously, okay? So you've got to nip it on the butt straight away. Thankfully, what I'm seeing now is when I first started building Just for Keepers about 5 years ago in the USA, most mums and dads be like, oh, I can't take my child out of the soccer club. It's the best soccer club in the USA. Thankfully, now what's happening, mums and dads are now thinking, oh, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. These are 1,000 soccer clubs in my state. Hey, listen, if you're going to treat my child like SHIT, I'll take my child to another soccer club that's going to treat my child and me as a parent professionally. Thankfully, that's happening. I still think these more mums and dads still don't think like that, sadly. They're still obviously scared to say anything to the coach. They're scared to say anything to the soccer club. They think, oh, I don't want to lose I don't want to lose my child's place. Listen, this is not the US national team here, guys, we're talking about. It's a children's soccer club, okay? As a parent, I'm being serious here. You need to grow a set, okay, yeah, and you need to nip it in the butt if there's any egotistical coach bullying your child, okay? So this is how you deal with it. First of all, you go up to the coach, okay? Yeah, I believe you should always go to the coach, even though you know the coach is going to be an arsehole, okay? Yeah, and you're polite, never go down to their level, and basically just say, hey, listen, okay, what was it? I've been watching the way you're speaking to my child. You know, my child doesn't respond to that. Okay, yeah. You know, you're bawling at them. You're belittling my child. Okay, yeah. You know, I want you to stop. Okay, yeah. I want you to stop. You know, listen. You know, if you want to encourage my child, okay, my child, you need to put an arm around my child. Okay, yeah. If you genuinely want to help my child develop, can you please put your arm around my child and motivate them in another way? Now, we all know you're going to go, yeah, Ray, whatever. Yeah, we're talking about an egotistical coach here. Listen, we know the answer to these egotistical coaches, okay? Like I've said in other videos, if you approach a coach in the right way and say, hey, listen, you're bullying my child here, or you're not motivating my child the right way, any decent coach will go, really? Oh, I do apologise. Listen, I'm only trying to help. I know you're trying to help, right? But can you please do it this way? And any decent coach will go, listen, get your child over here. And you go, hey, listen, I've done this many times, as experienced as I am. I've spoke to children and thinking of being motivating them, okay, yeah. But I've actually been sort of like knocking their self-confidence. As soon as the parents approach me, I've gone, you're joking, really? Oh my God. Come here. Listen, you silly so-and-so. And I say to that, I make that child believe, and 100% believe, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm so sorry. Hey, if you've got a problem, you come and see me, okay? Because I'm here to help you, okay? So if you think I'm shouting at you, please come and let me know. And that child's like, oh, great, Ray, fantastic, brilliant. Because as a coach, you should be there. You're a coach. You're a mentor. You're a friend. You're a parent, okay? So if you're going to approach any decent coach, you go, really? Oh, and they'll do something about it. However, we're talking about an egotistical coach here, so you know what the answer is going to be, okay? They're going to go, whatever, hey, it's my way or the highway. So what you then do then, you've done the right thing, you then go to the academy director, and you say to the academy director, right, I'm letting you know I've done the right thing, I've gone to the soccer coach, okay? He or she, he's bullying my child, doing this, doing this, doing that, not just with my child, with other children. Before I go to the, if this was Florida, for example, okay, now I don't know if the Florida Youth Association would get involved. In the UK, we've got the FA, the Football Association. You could actually go to the governing body and they would actually do something about it. They're very, very good like that. So you could say, hey, listen, you know, before I go above and actually, basically, what's the word? Before I go and basically take this to another level and obviously let the powers that be know this coach shouldn't be anywhere near children, and giving you the opportunity to do something about it. Because it's not just me, okay? Yeah. Now, if you've got other parents as well, go with other parents, again, to be polite. Say, hey, listen, we're being polite. Listen, we support the club, we support you. We'll support this egotistical coach, but he needs to change, or she needs to change, okay? Because if we don't, we're going to go above you and we're going to do something about it. Now, again, most academy directors will do something about it. If they don't, okay, yeah, what you then do as a parent, okay, yeah, you grow a set and you leave, okay, yeah, but you let other mums and dads know in a polite way, hey, listen, the reason why we're going is we got bullied. My child got bullied. My 10-year-old, my 12-year-old got bullied by this adult. Listen, a lot of mums and dads go, well, I'll just go quietly. Don't you dare go quietly. Seriously, you tell mums and dads, other mums and dads, in a nice way, okay, hey, I'm not accepting my child, you know, to be, I wouldn't do it, so I'm not expecting some nobody who thinks there's somebody to bully my child or to knock their self-confidence next to, knock their self-belief, etc. You know, so I'm going to go and find another soccer club, okay? That, honestly, you need, as a parent, you need to grow a set, okay, yeah? And you've got to realise, honestly, there's no big deal going from one soccer club to another soccer club, okay? So you've got to get that out of your head. Again, if it was, I promise you, if this was in the UK and Europe and it was an egotistical soccer coach, I'll be honest with you, first of all, they probably wouldn't be polite. The parents would be very, very verbal. And if you did that as a parent, I wouldn't blame you, because that's probably the route I go. I'm being very polite in this video. But in England, or in the UK or Europe, sorry, if our child wasn't enjoying themselves at a soccer club, we would not go, oh, it's the best soccer club in the, you know, in our state, or all his friends are here, or all her friends are here. We'd be like, hey, listen, the most important thing is my child's mentality, their confidence, their self-belief, their well-being. This coach is destroying it. We've gone to the powers that be. They've ignored us. We're going somewhere else. No big deal. It's just a children. Please listen to what I'm saying here, guys. It's a children's soccer club, okay? It's not the US national team. If you get into a professional soccer academy, that's a different biscuit, okay? Yeah, I've done other videos on that. This is a children's soccer team. Please don't keep your child at a children's soccer team, okay, or a soccer club, and let an egotistical coach bully your child. Shame on you if you let that happen. And if you're a parent and you know another parent that's going through that, please show them this video. Honestly, even if you just say, you know what, get your child out. Even if you say, oh, Ray, look, we might not get our child to another soccer club this year. So what? Get them out of the soccer club. You've got to forget about, you've got to really forget about, oh, they might not play. You've got to think of their mind, because this egotistical nobody of a soccer coach who's a nobody trying to be somebody, they're going to ruin your child's mindset that can go into their adulthood. I've seen it so many times. Honestly, guys, it sounds like I'm being far-fetched here, but I've seen it so many times. An egotistical coach who couldn't kick a tangerine down the freeway ruin so many children's lives that go into adulthood. You can't allow that just because it's the soccer club, okay? Get them out. Even if you get them out and they don't find a soccer club for that season, so what? They don't play soccer in a soccer team for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. Go and take them to an independent coaching schools. Honestly, I've advised so many mums and dads to do that over the years. Hey, listen, get them out, but they've not got another team to play for. So what? The 8, the 10, the 12, the 14 years of age, 6 months out is not going to kill them. Get them out. Go and get them into an independent coaching organisation where they can go and train and have fun. And when they come back, they'll be ready. Because what will happen is, if you get your child out of a soccer club and get them into an independent coaching schools, for the most part, the coaching will be much, much, much better, because the soccer coaches at these soccer clubs, especially these egotistical soccer coaches, they just think they've got to turn up because the children have got to turn up because they get cut for the team. So these soccer coaches think, I'm not saying all, by the way, I'm only talking about egotistical coaches here. I'm only talking about the minority of coaches, not the majority of decent coaches, okay? Yeah, I'm talking about egotistical coaches. They think, you know what, I've just got to turn up here. I've got my sunglasses on. It's a lovely sunny day. The kids have got to come. I'm the bee's knees. I'm going to... and they think because the children are coming week in, week out, well, I'm a great coach because I get a full quota of players. The reason why you get a full quota of players is not because you're a good coach, it's because the children have got to go, or they think they've got to go because their mums and dads, okay, have not grown a set yet, okay, they think they've got to go. So the reason why you're getting good numbers is because they've got to go, or they think they've got to go to play in the team, okay, yeah. If the mums and dads go, hey, see you later, and all of a sudden that coach is turning up and he's 3 or 4 children turning up, and that egotistical coach is saying, well, why aren't you turning up? Or the academy director saying to them, all the mums and dads, how come there's only 4 players at the training session this week? You're joking, we're not taking our child anywhere near this egotistical coach, no chance. Well, you'll be cut from the team, so we'll go to an independent soccer schools where you'll probably get better, not probably, you will get better coaching anyway, because normally coaches that run independent soccer schools have got a bit of experience, okay, so they've practiced what they preach. And because obviously they want players to come back week in, week out, they do it in a fun environment, because if they're like an egotistical coach, the players won't come back and they've not got a business. So it's a different atmosphere altogether, that makes sense. So even if your child doesn't play for a soccer club, so what? Get them into independent soccer schools and protect your child's mind, okay? I'm going to finish now, okay? As I say, I've been doing Just for Keepers now for 20 years. My passion is to give young goalkeepers and outfielders, if they need advice, okay, is to give them an opportunity that I never have. I live for helping young children achieve their dreams, okay? And one of the reasons why most children don't achieve their dreams, or at least enjoy soccer as they're going through childhood, it's not these egotistical coaches' fault. It's the parents' fault. Because as a parent, you need to go, whoa, I'm not standing for this. And for the reasons what I've said in the video, hey, come on, out. You know, as long as you do the right things, you go and approach the coach, okay? You know they're not going to listen to you. You approach the academy director, fingers crossed, you know, that they'll do something about it. And if they don't do something about it, as I say, yeah, just let as many people know in a nice way, but don't do it in a bitchy way. Do it in a professional way. Hey, I'm going somewhere else, okay? Yeah. And I promise you, the more mums and dads that do this now, seriously, and I'm hoping I can change the mindset of parents in North America, okay? Because it doesn't really happen in the UK and Europe for the reasons I've said. But I promise you, I'm trying to change the mindset of mums and dads. So again, if you're at a soccer club, okay, yeah, whether you're a goalkeeper, parents of a goalkeeper or an outfielder, please, please, please share this video. Please trust me on this. The more mums and dads that do this, the less likelihood of egotistical coaches will ruin children's dreams and goals. Because if they know that mums and dads, soccer clubs who are getting money off these mums and dads, if soccer clubs know that the mindset of the mums and dads in North America, of parents, they know the mindset, they're not going to accept their child getting bullied by any coach, okay? They're just going to walk away. What are these soccer clubs going to do? That's right, they're going to police their coaches a lot better, and any egotistical coach, quite rightly, will be kicked to the touchline, okay, yeah? But it's only going to happen, trust me on this, it's only going to happen when the mindset of mums and dads in the US and Canada get more like the UK and Europe, and will just totally not accept their child getting bullied or spoken to by anyone, and they're not frightened to take them out to one soccer club, let them not do any football or soccer, for a few months, get them into independent coaching schools, and then get them at a club that is going to treat their child properly. I'm going to leave you now on this last thing, and listen to what I'm going to say here. I've done this with my children, and I've advised so many parents to do this over the years as well. I'd rather have my child being in the worst soccer club in my state, but the coaches treat me as a parent respectfully, more importantly my child respectfully. They encourage my child, they build their self-belief, their self-confidence, their well-being, you know, everything's positive. I'd rather my child be in a team that gets beat every single week, but my child is enjoying themselves, they're getting their self-confidence stripped into them, self-belief by their coaches. I'd rather my child be there, and I've done this myself, by the way, rather my child be at the so-called best soccer club in the state, okay, and my child getting spoken down to by some egotistical coach who thinks that is somebody they're actually a nobody. Okay, yeah. Okay, so think about that. Honestly, think about that. And I say, if you're a parent, again, you know, and going, Ray, I understand what you're saying here. Please share it with other parents. As I say, I'm going to leave you now. The more parents that stand up for their children, and you know, the more parents that stand up for their children and that will go to the board of directors and say, hey, we're not accepting this. Okay, get it dealt with. Okay, yeah. The more parents that do that, trust me, these egotistical coaches will get less and less and less. So hopefully one day we'll get these idiots out of soccer, out of coaching children, and we'll get the proper coaches in place. Now, it doesn't matter, you know, no matter what experience levels the coach is. What I mean by proper coaches, I mean a coach that is going to speak to children with dignity, respect, and they want to coach children for the children's sake, not for their sake to say, hey, look at me, I'm an egotistical coach. If we all work together as parents and as a one big unit, again, it's going to take a few years, okay? But once, as I say, soccer clubs realise that mums and dads are not going to stand for parents for their child to be coached by these egotistical coaches, the sooner the better. We can get these egotistical coaches out the game, and we can bring in coaches, okay, that generally want to help children, are going to encourage children to help them achieve their dreams and goals, because that's what a coach, a mentor, a friend is all about. Okay, hope this video helps. And again, Bernie, thanks for the amazing question. I've gone over a lot over my time here. Hope this helps. Any other questions that you got, guys, drop me an email and I'll answer your question in a video. All the best.